Carlos Vasquez works with veteran Hollywood actor and theater producer Ben Guillory to learn the basics of production at the Roby Theater, co-founded by Guillory and veteran Hollywood actor Danny Glover. The theater was inspired by the singer, actor, and activist Paul Robeson, who challenged audiences on behalf of racial minorities and workers.
And old man River, he'll just keep rolling.
Hopefully the kind of work we do presents things that way, that stimulates, that triggers, that causes our audiences to have a conversation.
This world is vastly different from the one Vasquez lived in for much of the last 2 decades.
I went into prison at 19, I was completely lost. I was addicted to drugs, I was living in the streets, I was a gang member, I was a criminal. And, I ended up doing a robbery, and it landed me with a 20-year sentence.
He earned 3 years off for good behavior. He says during his 17 years in prison, one thing kept him going.
Throughout that process, I always had this love for reading and writing. It was a way that I dealt with it. It was therapeutic for me. So I did that, in secrecy, though.
Secretly at first. Then, through a prison program called the Playwrights Project, Vasquez started crafting his own plays. Released last year, he now visits prisons to help current inmates hone their writing skills.
Being able to channel some of those thoughts that's in your head all day, every day when you're in prison. Those dreams, those wishes, those things that you want, you can bring those to life through your characters and through your ideas.
He says theater teaches lessons about vulnerability.
You have to get outside of your comfort zone, and I think that it's in those moments that a lot of change occurs.
The sponsoring organization for the internship says former prisoners like Vasquez can learn job skills by working alongside professional actors, directors, and other artists.
Develop a professional network, and really, we're hoping to help them along a path to sustainable employment within the creative economy.
Working in live theater, or possibly the Hollywood movie industry, together with his mentors. Mike O'Sullivan, VOA News, Los Angeles.